Do you guys ever have like a weird feeling about someone and then it turns out to be true and then you do something really fucked up in the process and you're like, oh shit, like I low-key kind of feel bad. But anyways, before without saying a whole lot, I'm gonna tell you guys how I stole a shirt at a concert. Doesn't sound too bad, but just the process and the making was kind of interesting. But anyways, so this story time takes place last month. No, 2 months ago. This was in February, end of February. I was going to a concert in Seattle by Peso Pluma. That's a Hispanic artist. And honestly, I was pretty excited. It was me, my girlfriend, her sister, and her boyfriend. So it was a group of four. We stayed there for 4 days. Honestly, the whole trip was a 10 out of 10. From morning till night, we took advantage of all 4 days. But, anyways, so the crazy shit starts to happen on the last day there, which was the concert. We get ready and we take an Uber there. And the stadium is like pretty far back. It's like a good walk once we get there. There's like a bunch of vendors everywhere, and my girlfriend was telling me, I'm like, hey, do you want a shirt? And I'm like, nah, it should be okay. I don't really want one. But we kept walking by a lot of the merch, and she convinced me, and we ended up buying two. So, anyways, I was holding on to the shirts the entire time. So we get in line. The wait was a long fucking wait. We finally get inside, we get to our seats, and the concert finally starts after like 15 minutes. The vibe was great. The theme was like all black. I had a blast, all right? But anyways, so I want to say about like an hour in, there was like, okay, so this was like the seating. So it was a blank seat, me, my girlfriend, her sister, and her boyfriend. And like I said, we were just having a blast for like a solid hour. And out of the blue, these two girls just come by our seats from my right hand side, just kind of going through, giggling, laughing. I didn't think much of it, but I was just kind of weirded out. I'm like, after a whole hour, you come here? Because there's only one entrance for that whole row of seats, I believe. So I just found that really interesting. But, anyways, yeah, so they were pretty suspicious as the concert was going. I was just like recording, doing my own thing, just having fun, and I would notice that they would keep looking at me a whole fucking lot. Like their focus was on me more than it was the whole concert, and I was just like I was getting really annoyed because I just felt weird. All right, I just had this weird vibe, and I'm like, okay. So, anyways, after a long time of holding the shirts and having them folded, I was like, okay, I'm gonna put these off to the side. So I put them on the floor by my right foot and my girlfriend's left foot. So essentially, we were both stepping on the shirt, but obviously, I would be feeling it as the concert was going by. But I would assume that sometime throughout this concert, I was really, really, really focused because once I sat down, I noticed that one of the shirts were missing because I wanted to check up on the shirts, and I noticed that one was missing. I'm like, what the fuck? So I asked my girlfriend, I'm like, hey, do you have the other shirt? There's only one here. She said no. We look around. She has her sister, her boyfriend. Nothing. That shirt just disappeared in thin air, okay? So then we use our flashlights looking around in between the seats just in case if we might have like moved it. Nothing. That thing was gone, okay? And this is where our suspicions start to happen. So remember the two girls that were just completely eyeing me the whole time? So my girlfriend actually saw this before I did, and she's like, wait, is that? And it was like hidden under a hoodie. So I started looking at the girls, like just side eyeing them, and I put my foot like hovering above her hoodie, and I just ripped the damn shirt, and I was like, here, take it. So she hides it, and then I was like, okay, finally, we got the lost shirt back, and we just go on with the concert as normal until it's fully over, and this is where like the panic really starts to happen. So concert's finally over, we stand up and we start to leave. Huge line, so we were like standing for a good bit. We noticed that the girls were just kind of looking for something, and I already knew it was for the shirt because obviously, like it was under her hoodie. So we're like, fuck, we gotta leave because like they're looking at us. Like not only are they looking at like around their area, they're looking at us back and forth. So finally, after we got out of the row, we booked it and went outside, and we are like, finally, okay, we're free. There's a bunch of people. They can't see us, and we would be lost within the crowd. But we finally see the vendor merch, which is like the off-brand one, I guess. And then we're like, we liked it. It wasn't too bad. And then we opened the lost shirt. That shit wasn't even ours. It was the official merch. And I was like, no way. I was shocked. But then I was like thinking, I'm like, wait, how did we lose one shirt and they were both together? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Both shirts were together, one was lost. We find one, and I guess our conclusion was maybe one of the friends bought a shirt, the other one didn't, so they would look for someone who left their guard down that's not wearing the shirt and take it. If that was their plan, they were successful until my girlfriend found that out, and that's how that shit went. But I try to make the whole thing a little bit light by saying I'm like, we're $30 up. The shirts were 20 and the official ones were like 50. So I'm like, I'm not complaining. So I ended up keeping the official merch shirt. So I was like, fuck yeah. So anyways, that just made me happy and I wasn't really complaining. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy this story time, make sure to like and subscribe. I honestly had a lot of fucking fun telling this one because it's my most recent one. It's just something to laugh about how crazy that all went. But if you guys learned anything from this story time, is to just take care of your shit because that thing could be gone in a blink of an eye. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.